don't know, bro. You put the mead in mediocre.
I love that.
You ever had mead before?
I've had meat.
No, I mean like mead, like the honey-based like alcoholic beverage.
No, what is that?
Well, it's a honey-based alcoholic beverage. It's somewhere between like a beer and a wine, effectively. And so, but it's like super sweet, and it's like, it's just so good. Like it is my alcohol of choice, but it's just not available anywhere. That's the problem. And I don't.
Are you lying?
No, bro.
How have I never heard?
I'm not lying to you. It's.
I've consumed a good amount of alcohol.
Yeah, I'm aware, but like in Michigan, they for sure have like meaderies. It's like wherever there's like honey, wherever. What do you call those? They're not honey mills. I'm thinking like a puppy mill. They're like bee farms. Are they bee farms?
Like a cider mill, but like for honey.
Well,
So like instead of
no,
like how in Michigan like they have cider mills.
Yeah.
So
but a cider mill is like also like an attraction. Like,
but you're saying that a meadery is an attraction.
I wouldn't call it an attraction in the same way like I wouldn't necessarily call like the average like distilling plant an attraction. You know?
That makes sense. Yeah, I've never heard of this. So what does it taste like?
So it's like if you had a beer and then you took like the bready flavor out of it and then you made it a little bit sweeter and then kind of have like that same like bite as wine almost. I don't know how to describe wine's flavor, so I use the word bite, but I don't think that's accurate.
No, I actually think that's pretty accurate.
Okay, good, bro. I'm thankful you get me.
Yeah, no, it's
But yeah, like mead is just, it's so good.
So they're flavored different flavored mead.
So like for example, my first time having mead was in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Love that place.
The Cancun for white trash. Yes. And
everybody where I'm from, goes to Myrtle
Beach. Yeah, no, of course. My dad owns a condo in North Myrtle Beach, and that's like how he makes most of his income.
So he's like Jeff Bezos of white trash, kind of.
Effectively, except on a much smaller scale.
I said of white trash.
Yeah.
That is that smaller scale.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah. That's badass. So you be hitting Myrtle Beach a lot.
Well, so basically, like it's a small little it's like actually, I guess it's not that tiny. It's like a 3-bedroom condo in North Myrtle Beach. So like you're like a 30-minute drive from all the Myrtle Beach attractions, basically.
So there's not like putt on every corner like there is in Myrtle
I mean, there is, just because I think Myrtle Beach actually statistically has the most mini golf courses per square mile.
Oh, I believe that.
Yeah, like which is funny, and as a kid I thought that was crazy because I grew up going on vacation to Myrtle Beach.
You're like, hell yeah.
All
like
the
I
time.
am.
We took a 4-year break from just like going down to Myrtle Beach. And so it was between my like 7th grade year and I guess like my junior or senior year. And when I was 12,
So you went back when you were like 17 though?
Yeah, exactly.
So how was the trip when you were like 17?
Bro.
When you were like, all right. Like,
well,
you changed a lot in those
No,
4
exactly.
years.
So I grew up going there because my parents bought the condo when I was, I think, like I was about to be birthed. So I was in my mother while.
Love that for you.
I was a fetus.
You were born to go to Myrtle Beach.
No, exactly. Maybe I was conceived in Myrtle Beach. I don't really know. I don't really want to think about that either. I've never asked my parents that question, and I'm scared to. I'm genuinely scared to.
I mean, people buy things that are close to their heart. If you were conceived in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah. They're like, damn, we already got the T-shirt.
It kind of lines up. I'm sorry. We
gotta buy a house.
I hate to break it to you. They're like,
yeah.
You know?
I mean, you're not entirely wrong on that, but basically, I grew up just like going there, like once a year typically, and it was never like crazy, like cool or anything like that because they bought when Myrtle Beach wasn't anything yet. Like It was just like a nice beach in South Carolina. I was born in North Carolina. So my parents were living in North Carolina at the time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And so they were like 2 hours away from the beach. And they're like, yeah, like let's buy a spot. My dad was big on like rental properties. And so he's like, yeah, like let's invest. So they buy this condo and and then like 10 years later, it just explodes. But it just explodes with like white trash.
Well, yeah. That's...
And so basically, going there as a kid was really fun. Going back as a 17-year-old was so wildly disappointing, because I remember I took my high school girlfriend and her little brother.
Oh,
which was a funny relationship.
Kind of a dynamic.
Okay. So basically, so this is the story there. I went to a Christian boarding school on Long Island, New York. If you're familiar with Billy Graham Graham's son, Franklin Graham, went there. Franklin Graham is currently the president of Samaritan's Purse, which is a large nonprofit, and he's also an avid Trump supporter.
Love that for him.
And so, yeah, I believe he was one of the people who prophesied that God wanted Trump to win. So excellent academic pedigree. But basically, they had a mentor-mentee program. And when I was a junior was when I was like first eligible for this like mentor program. And so I submitted my name to like be a mentor to some like 7th grader. And they gave me the little brother of this friend that I had at the time. Yes, my friend's little brother, right? And so I was his mentor, and then I started dating his sister. But his sister and I
said friend.
What?
Said friend.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys were friends.
Yes, exactly. The previous year, or no, that year, we went to, and this is my junior year of high school, we went to Jamaica, because that's where they lived. Because her dad was the CFO of Sandals Resorts.
Wow.
So basically...
and then you were taking him to North fucking Myrtle Beach, dude.
I took him to the fucking, like,
you're like,
white trash. I'm like, yeah, Montego Bay was beautiful and all. And, like, you know, an all-inclusive, world-renowned resort is great. But like, wait until you see Dick's Last Resort.
Have you seen this putt-putt course down the road?
Have you seen this other putt-putt course and this
guess
other
what's over
putt-putt
there?
course? You won't believe it.
Course.
You will not believe it. And so basically, so all that aside, expectations were wildly high. I was hyping Myrtle Beach up for like weeks.
Yeah, you're like blue-ass water.
Is it a Korean Tyler reference? Yeah, and so basically, so like I'm kind of like, I'm like, man, like golf courses are crazy. Someone's knocking on the door.
We're all good. Thank you.
Thank you. You too.
Oh my God. The fact that we have that, that's staying in for sure.
What did you say?
What was she asking?
Did she say room service? Have you had room service yet today?
No, I don't order room service.
So
typically.
You're telling me you made your bed by yourself?
Room service is different than...
Oh, sorry. Cleaning.
No, they cleaned my shit today.
Oh, okay, good. I was about to say, that's a nice
thing. Dude, I hate when they move your underwear.
Bro, I was actually upset at the last hotel that they didn't move my underwear. Yeah. Interesting, because you didn't say that when I was shitting on that other hotel. I'm like, bro, they didn't fucking touch any of my dirty clothes.
Well, like, no.
They just let that shit on the floor. And you're like, yeah, bro, this place sucks.
Well, today I'm just like, I walked in, I'm like, oh shit, they cleaned my room. Like, because I always put the do not disturb sign on. Yeah. I don't like people in my shit. Like,
yeah, that's fair.
But coming back to a clean bed was pretty nice. But not like, I had like dirty clothes in a corner.
Yeah.
I've been on the road for a while. And I'm like, okay, like I need to send these to the laundry. Like, there was my pile of clothes, and they put my pile of like clothes I needed to wash on top of my other clothes. Just like, they kind of made like a neat pile.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
that's so nice of them.
But also, like, that pile was my fucking pile.
That's fair. So this pile really means a lot to you. Like, it's really like...
Well, it was my dirty clothes. It was my dirty clothes pile.
Right.
And now, if I had bad memory, I wouldn't know which clothes I wore, which clothes I didn't wear.
I mean, that's fair. That's a great point. See, what I like is that I typically, like, I've really grown to appreciate doing laundry at hotels. Because they fold it for you. They press it for you. It's got, like, a neutral smell. So it's like, it's not too strong in one direction, you know?
Yeah, I'm going to do it tomorrow for the first time. So.
Yeah, I would say, actually.
We're
staying, that's true. But yeah, like I appreciate when they're like, oh shit, this dude's a fucking mess. Let me help.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I need that. Because I struggle with my spaces.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you seem like, you seem like the type of person that you walk into a hotel room, that hotel room is trash in 10 minutes.
Well,
Like, you don't, not that you mean to
not-
do it. You just put your shit down. You're like, I'm tired. I'm fucking.
yeah, like if you were to go into my room right now, there's a folded pair of sweatpants and a t-shirt on the table. I got like some clothes like loosely outside. I got like 7 bars of soap in my suitcase. I think I might have also stolen like a leather like tray.
At one of the old hotels?
No, at this one because that's what they delivered my extra soap in.
Oh.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, because I was in when we were in Minnesota, we were in, I think, the other Four Seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And I opened up the safe because I was just looking at through the drawers.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I can't tell you why. But I saw this like little it's like a catch-all that people put in when they walk into your houses. I'm like, that shit's bougie as hell.
Right.
Like
yeah, bro.
I kind of want to take that, but
Did you take it?
no.
Oh, okay, I was
I'm
gonna say.
too.
I always wonder because there's some stuff where I'm like, this is nice. Like the little the leather pads.
I always take the pens.
Yeah, see, I do too.
I have to.
But I've started taking laundry bags as well. Like the
That's
the
tough.
linen ones.
See, yeah, I only grab the plastic ones.
Yes, I do that when I send it out, but I like going from city to city with like a linen one. It just
I just don't want to have to get charged for it.
Yeah, right.
There's that's like a gray ass line.
Yes, the thing is that I'm kind of just waiting until I'm told hey, stop. I'm like, oh yeah.
You're like,
sure.
yeah,
It's my
you
bad.
had a bill of $200 at each
They're
hotel.
charging $300 a bag. Yeah, like you see how on all the little soaps here they have the little labels that are like, we're being sustainable. We're not using any more single use anything. Like if you want to take this with you, it's $75. And that to me is okay, so they're only monitoring a few things.
That's a
because
good
it's
point.
they have.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, like at that hotel we were just at, with all the robes, they had that little sign of if you want to buy a luxury robe, it's $185 and it'll be added to your.
That's an expensive robe.
And it wasn't that nice. It was like a normal what's it called, like a terry cloth, right?
I like terry cloth though.
What is terry cloth?
It's like
the towel material.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But there's different I just thought of the most wild comparison.
All right.
Okay, so you know how
let's run it.
you know how sandpaper has different grits. That's a 20 grit. This is a 60 grit.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know which one's
Right.
higher or which I don't really care.
Right.
The point is
Not
there's
sandpaper.
different type of I'm not an expert on sandpaper. But there's I have a shirt that's terry cloth.
You have a terry cloth shirt.
Yeah, it's a summer shirt.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen
I
that.
haven't worn it once.
Yeah, but I can picture it on your body for some
Love
reason.
that, yeah.
I don't. I just feel
it's just a short sleeve collared terry cloth.
Is it white?
You wear it on a
Does it have some
July
gold accents?
11th weekend.
Yeah, does it have some gold accents on it?
No, it's light green.
Oh, it's light green. Okay, no, never mind.
You maybe put a beater on, or not a beater, a please. You put a pleaser on
Yeah,
it.
you love a pleaser, don't you?
I wear pleasers every day.
You wear a pleaser every day.
Yeah.
As someone who has worn pleasers, only just for accessory when I was 8, because I kind of thought it looked tough with my.
You probably did look tough.
Yeah, bro,
honestly.
I probably did, but I wore it just around the house and shit. But as an undershirt, I've never been an undershirt guy ever, never in my life. What's the benefit of a pleaser? Is it just
I think that there's a couple and they're all just my opinions. So one is I'm not saying I'm overweight.
Yeah.
But if there was any part of my body that would stick out, it's my stomach.
Yeah. See, bro, it's my nipples for me. I had. And this is,
Man's always got his nips out, bro.
Listen, bro. I don't want to take from your shine. My guinea pig, when I was 8 years old, bit my nipple and gave me an infection. So one of my nipples has lumps on it.
Damn.
And then my other one, I had an estrogen buildup.
Everybody had those.
Yeah, but I only had it on one nipple.
I did too.
Yeah, bro. So I have one nipple that's puffy, And for some reason, like, it's never gone back to like.
Is
like
it still there?
having a nipple? No.
Oh.
It's not still there. The lump disappeared, but the way that it displaced my nipple, it's not gone back to its original form. So I got one like puffy nipple on my left, and then my right nipple has like a lump like on the tip of the nipple, and it's got like a few like lumps around it, and it's like weirdly hairy. Like, and I was so insecure about this as a child.
People are getting to know us really well.
because like,
People don't even know who we are.
Yeah, yeah, bro. I'm gonna be on the baseline in the next city, and some dude's gonna be like, "Yo, Josh, I love your stuff on Instagram. How's your nipple doing? Can I see it? Can I see it right now?" And I'll be like, "Bro, of course." No, but like,
Yeah,
but I just yeah. Let's just go to the media room. You can just just close the door. You can.
That's what happens in media rooms.
Yeah. That's how it goes. Just me and all the Getty photographers. Like, what does your nipple look like? Yeah.
No, but how old were you when your estrogen buildup happened?
I was probably like, it was like early puberty.
Yeah.
So
So I was in
probably 12 through 14, maybe. Might have been.
How old are you in
earlier, might have
7th
been
grade?
later. You're like 12 or 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember I had one in 7th grade.
Yeah.
And like me being dramatic.
Yeah.
Like I was scared. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Uh-huh.
And like naturally, like this is before I had a phone or anything, but I look up on like my parents' computer, like bump on your nipple.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have
Bro,
breast cancer.
same.
Like I did WebMD shit.
I
like
went to
even
the
when
doctor.
I was
Yeah.
And so I was like, I have breast cancer. So I
Uh-huh.
started telling people I have breast cancer.
No.
Like I'm like, guys, like I was like, I didn't say I straight up had it, but I'm like, I'm going to go get tested for breast cancer like this week.
Yeah.
Like pray for me, dog.
Wow.
Like I wasn't that serious.
You're like, I need the Lord on this
Yeah.
one.
But
Like
but I for sure thought I had it, and
Yeah.
the doctor's like, nah, like every other kid, like 1 in 4 young boys, like get these
Bro.
things. Yeah. So did you ever get one on your ear?
No, I did not.
I got one on my ear.
My high school roommate had like a ball sack type figurine on his
See,
ear.
I just had like a little ball. It was just like
I mean, this thing like fucking
I
stuck
didn't
out.
I didn't have a set.
It was a cartilage scrotum. Bro. And granted, this man will likely stand at my wedding, and I love him to death. But I remember seeing his ear sack for the first time and just being lost. Like, I was just like, what is that?
Did you kind of like get sick?
What?
Did you get sick at all?
No.
I don't know. I feel like when you explain that, I'm like, my stomach hurts a little.
No. It's like don't imagine like a hairy ball sack like hanging out of someone's ear. Imagine like a like if you just drew with a pen, just like a little ball sack, like coming off someone's ear. That's like very stiff and small and tight. Like
So it wasn't saggy.
It was like a wintry ball sack sticking out.
Because if it's saggy, that's different.
Perpendicular. It was straight out.
Okay.
And I remember
Not as bad as I thought.
my senior year. This is 4 years after I first saw the sack. I had lived with this man for a year and a half, and I was like, "Hey, bro, when you touch it, like, what does it feel like?" And we're on the bus back.
Did he let you touch it?
I think so.
Okay, carry on.
Yeah, but we're on the bus back from a swim meet, and and our coach is driving, and I'm like, "Bro, like, what does it feel like?" And he goes, "If you touch it, I'll intensely orgasm." I was like,
Oh.
What? and then our swimming coach goes, "Henry, what the hell did you just say?" And then this man goes, "Coach Mark, have you ever orgasmed before?"
Aren't y'all like 17?
Yeah, bro. Like, we're literally
Like
just
y'all are like almost adults.
No. My friend with the ear sack asked our swimming coach.
I know.
Yeah, okay.
But that's why it's funny, because like you would think like a
14-year-old
like learns that word.
Bro, this is my roommate in high school was just like unhinged in that he was so wildly curious about the world and life that he didn't fully,
I actually kind of love that.
he didn't fully understand boundaries.
That's very charming.
Like, we had this thing where we had family dinner every night, and so like everyone was assigned to a faculty member in their family's table. And so you'd sit there. It's like a family style dinner. Like, you go up, you get a whole tray, you bring it back, and then like, you can go get refills, everything like that.
Because this was a boarding school.
Yeah. And so we're sitting at our like English department chairs table with his daughter and son and wife, and then like 6 other students. And it gets like kind of silent, and this man goes, "Mr. Johnson, are you circumcised?"
First of all, the name goes great with that question.
bro, and we're all just sitting there, and this is his first year in America. He's from China.
Oh, that's easy.
And he just asked this question, and we're all just like, "The fuck did you just say?" And this man, Eric Johnson, just looks at Henry and he goes, "That is not a question for the dinner table." And then Henry's like, "Oh, okay." And then conversation just carried on like nothing happened. And all I can assume is that he wasn't circumcised. There's no way. Because if someone asks you, "Hey, bro, like, are you circ'd?" I'm like, "Yeah."
I'll be circ'd up.
Yeah, bro. I'll be circ'd up. I'll be asking people, "Bro, that's a sick circ you got. Where'd you get it from?" You know?
Is that designer?
Who's your circ guy?
You got a circ plug?
I'm looking for a circ plug. Yeah, like I just feel like I was at a Cody Cohen Noel Miller show. Like,
wait, you went to one too?
3 years ago.
I went to that one.
4 years ago. Did Noel talk about how he got circumcised at the age of 13? No. Bro, that shit rocked me. That shit genuinely rocked me because Noel had supposedly.
You were a baby, right?
What?
When you got circ'd.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I was 19.
What?
Oh
my god.
My parents wanted me to make the decision. Nah, I was circ'd up.
Yeah. Oh, okay, bet. Yeah, same. So apparently, this is the story that Noah told. He was like, "Yeah, like I was uncircumcised, and then my foreskin wasn't growing with the rest of my body, and so it was just like cutting off circulation in the tip of my penis, and so this man had to get it surgically removed at the age of like 13. But like, imagine being conscious like."
13 is a terrible age.
Right. But the other part is that I've only consciously had one penis my whole life. Imagine the code switch of just like looking down and be like, "Whoa! What is that?" You know?
Yeah, like waking up. Like, you know, like if you wake up somewhere and you're like, you forget where you are because you're staying somewhere.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like you wake up and you're like, "Oh!"
I cannot imagine, but also like I kind of envy it, you know, because I'm like
he's had two
right.
lives.
It's like I'm the type of guy where I'm like I find that experiences really enrich me, and like I find that like I'm a type of guy. I'm a human being, and you know, things that I experience. Yeah, bro. I'm just kind of different in that regard, you know. My mindset's just kind of different, by design, and so basically. And so basically, I kind of envy him having walked in two people's shoes, you know?
Yeah.
The shoes of an uncircumcised fella and a circumcised fella. And I think just like getting to compare the experiences of like everyday life.
I was like, say, how much you think his life changed?
Bro, you know about schmegma? Schmegma?
Is this one of those jokes where you're like, "Schmeg my balls in your face"?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
It's a medical term.
Oh.
Schmegma.
We'll cut that.
Hold on. I need to look this up. So basically what schmegma is, I think I was telling Savannah about this like last week because she didn't really know anything about like circumcision. And I think I made like
most females don't. Like they don't teach about, I feel like, okay, maybe this is just like speaking to what I pay attention to, but I feel like in health class, like they didn't teach a lot about males.
No.
They taught a lot of, because like the biggest thing is like 8th grade health class, they're talking about like pregnancies and stuff. And like, so they'll talk about the female reproductive system.
Right.
They don't really talk a lot about penises.
Yeah, that's true. But also, I think I learned like a year ago that women don't pee out of their vaginas.
Oh.
I didn't know that, dog.
Yeah.
That like,
I mean, I probably learned that like on social media.
Like, I didn't know there was a third hole. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, schmegma. Schmegma is the thick, white, cheesy substance that collects under the foreskin of the penis. It's more common in uncircumcised men who don't clean that area well enough.
Dude, my stomach hurts instantly.
Bro, and so.
Did you really say cheese-like?
Bro, I'm on WebMD right now. In quote.
That's basically a doctor
It's
saying
the
cheese-like.
thick, white, cheesy substance that collects under the foreskin of the penis. It's not like it grows. It's just like, oh no,
No, that
like,
is gross. I am.
No. I'm saying it's not like it grows under the penis. It's like the little hoodie just collects it. You know?
I know what you're saying. It's like lint.
Yeah. See, bro, you get belly button lint. I
can't say I do.
I
don't think
I get hella belly button lint, bro. To the point where it will surprise me sometimes because there's such a significant amount of lint in there, and I'm like, how one?
I must not have that deep of a belly button.
Or your dryer just works, because I'm assuming that mine doesn't, and I have a deep belly button, because mine is just so consistently like
linty.
Bro, it's linty. Like I wore that WNBA hoodie, and my
Well, you didn't even wash that.
Yeah, right. But the amount of lint that came out of my belly button that was just orange. I had a shirt on underneath the whole time. How did it get from outside the shirt and then underneath and then into my button? Like I don't like that at all.
Into his button.
Like it feels invasive. But at the same time I'm like, damn, like you kind of like earning your keep out here, bro. Like, you know.
Is that what a belly button's for?
Storage? I mean, hypothetically. I mean, it's free real estate. It's just like it's there, bro. It's uncultivated.
Same with your gooch.
Yeah. What do you have in mind for your gooch?
It's just real estate.
Oh yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if you were like, yeah, it has a purpose. I was about to be like, I'm scared. I'm scared. You're like, yeah, bro, I got it. I got like a shower ring piercing on the bottom.
Okay, so speaking of, this is a great segue.
Yeah.
I saw on TikTok a few weeks ago. Also, if we had any plan to like censor this, that went out the window already, which is hilarious.
Right, of course.
So there's this like trend going around on TikTok. It was like probably like a week ago. Might have been a month, honestly. But anyway, about straight men that don't wash their assholes.
Okay.
Like it's really common because like the people that are like super straight men are scared of their own butt.
Is it fear or ignorance?
Both.
Okay.
But like, so the whole thing is like, this guy was like, it was like one of those New York City like guy on the streets, and he's like, he was asking somebody, he's like, do you wash your asshole?
Yeah.
And like the one guy was like, I mean, like I just take a shower. Like the guy's like, do you take a washcloth and wash your ass? And he's like, no, like it just gets clean in the shower. And the guy's like, that's not cleaning your ass.
Can I make a confession?
Do you not clean your ass, bro?
I didn't really use washcloths until I started going on the road with them. And that's when I'm like, oh, I can clean my asshole with this, bro? I thought, bro, I was buying like baby wipes because like I just kind of stunk every now and then. Like when I get sweaty, I'm like, why do I default just smell like ass? And it's because my ass was just probably like fucking disgusting.
The thing is, like, when you take a shower, you should be washing.
Okay.
Besides, like, okay, like if you wash your feet, does anybody wash their feet? That's a good question.
I do recently, as of late.
Okay, because I'll wash my whole leg.
Yeah.
But I really never just like. I guess I'll scrub the top of my feet, but like
you be moisturizing too afterwards.
Oh yeah,
bro, I be rubbing that body milk all over me.
Dude.
I love when it says body milk. I don't like cream.
Anything but
lotion, bro.
Nah, anything but lotion I love.
Yeah,
body cream.
I know, bro.
Body milk.
If it's like butter, anything, I'm all up in
body butter.
Yeah. Oh, don't even get me started, bro. I just ripped a fat one. I'll be honest. I'm really sorry.
Is that coffee, bro? What time is it?
It's like 5, but
feels way later.
Yeah, it feels a lot later, and I'm also kind of like. I didn't get much sleep last night, and when I don't get sleep, I have no fucking personality. Like,
dude,
like,
I don't.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like were you tired all day?
Yeah.
Because we went to practice. You were like,
well, I'm energized.
Yeah, that smells like shit.
Yes, my bad. Sorry.
See, like when I'm tired, I'll just fucking sit there and I with a blank stare on my face.
Yeah. I kind of like tired Josh. It's kind of funny because it's just like, it's like
I'm already pretty quiet.
Yeah, no, exactly.
But, like,
but
if-
it's like I get fucking nothing from you, and so I'll just start like saying shit. I don't get a reaction, but it's just kind of fun because I'm like, I don't know what he's thinking right now. Like, I wonder what's going on in his head.
Probably just I'm fucking tired.
So I'm just like, that's what I'm saying. Some like wild ass shit about God knows what.
My wheels aren't turning usually. I'm tired.
But yeah, no, like I'm just energized by people in that like at practice I can have energy and I can do stuff. Because like I think being in the league has taught me like when to turn up, and I think like
When to turn up, as in like, what do you
like
mean by that?
like when to wake up and be like just how to get energy out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Since
I
I slept for like 5 hours last
Yeah.
night, and I fell asleep at like 3:30, and then woke up like 9:30, and then like played basketball. And so
Yeah,
like,
you were just shooting hoops by yourself.
yeah, bro, I was just I was laying some bricks out there, bro. It
There's
was
nothing like shooting hoops.
no, bro. There's nothing like it, and it's
You don't have to be good. You
No,
don't have to be.
no.
You've never had to pick up
bro,
a ball before.
exactly.
But if you go shoot
Bro,
hoops,
there's something about it.
you're gonna fall in love. I guarantee.
I used to like just shoot in my driveway like every day when I was a kid, like every day.
I can't see that, but
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't show at all. Sound terrible.
just fuck with you.
No, bro, listen. We had this. Here's the reason why. Here's the reason why it doesn't show. We had this hoop that our neighbor gave us that I shot on for like 3 years.
so you're blaming the hoop wasn't good, or
The hoop was 9 feet tall. And so my whole shooting form and muscle memory over 3 years, from the age of like 13 or like 12 to 15, all that early development was all for a rim that was a foot too short.
yeah.
So whenever I'm like playing a game and I'm like in the paint and I'm like trying to hit like a little floater, I'm always gonna be like
Yeah.
a foot
And you're
short
tall
every
too,
time.
so like you.
Bro, that's the
like,
thing. But I don't know how to use my body either.
Yeah.
Because like
I haven't played fives with you yet,
bro,
but
it's not good. It's not that it's not good. It's that I feel like a lost giraffe the whole time. Because I don't know where I'm going. I feel lanky and awkward. My legs are really tight, so like I don't have very good coordination. Like
I love that you admit it
with
though.
my legs. Oh, bro, I'm well aware. I've never been
Yeah.
good. My
But you like
junior
playing.
year- oh,
That's
bro,
what
I love
matters.
it. I love it. I just like doing stuff with my friends. And so like we were talking about earlier, like when people get like super pissed, I'm like, guys, like,
Yeah.
I'm just having fun.
Like we literally paid to be in this gym
no,
right now.
exactly. It's like let's just all enjoy ourselves and be
Yeah.
happy. Like I've never been a person to like change my personality for a game.
Yeah.
Like if it's like an actual like competitive match in a league, like in high school. I sailed in high school.
Mm.
And so like before a regatta, I would like lock in. Like I was like
Locked in.
bro. But and this is totally beside the point, but what started happening was that I think I got too locked in and I just started having like explosive shit every morning before regatta. And so I got the nickname Mount Vesuvius because we would just like we'd be in the bus just like driving out to whatever town where we're gonna go race in, and it'd be like a 7 a.m. on a Saturday, and now that I'm saying this out loud, I'm realizing that the common thread is Dunkin' Donuts coffee early in the morning.
I think most people could agree with you there.
We'd always go to Dunkin'. This is insane.
You get some milky shit with it too.
It's just Dunkin'. It's literally just Dunkin'.
Yeah.
We'd always go to Dunkin' at like
Homie
6.
thought he was locked in.
Bro,
Really, he was just
I was
having a
just-
Dunkin' iced coffee with 3 pumps of.
Bro, 3 pumps of caramel with some cream. Bro, Dunkin' Donuts dark roast iced coffee is immaculate. It's so good. It's so good.
I can't agree
Why?
because I don't drink coffee anymore.
Okay.
Okay, so no, when I
You're
did,
just above that now?
yeah, I'm above coffee.
Alright.
I am a
Are you an athletic greens kind of guy?
dude. No, but here's the thing.
What about a mud water kind of guy?
No, hell no.
You strike me as one of those guys who would see.
Do you actually think that I would drink mud water?
I think no.
I could see why you're like, honestly.
Here's
I
what
could
I
see.
think you would do. I think you would see one of those ads and be like, "Nah, this is too mainstream. Let me find something exactly like this, but just like without a brand name."
Yes.
Is that what you did?
No.
Okay.
But that is a very accurate. I don't believe a lot, and I know that everything in the world is a marketing campaign.
Yeah, of course,
so it's like the greens, for example. Like I knew for a fact that like greens are like healthy. You definitely get your vegetables and everything. But they're like athletic greens are so expensive. They're like $90, I think, like a month.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money.
I want to say it's 50 plus for sure.
Okay, yeah.
And Sam like was like telling me, or she had these greens that like were just from GNC, like $30 a container, and they last you. They're 30 servings, so I guess technically a month, but nobody takes that shit every day. But yeah, like $30.
Is it that white container with like the green lid on it?
Literally sitting over there.
Okay,
yeah. And it's like $25-$30,
that's great.
and it's like it's great. It's
what exactly is in it?
It's basically your vegetables. I don't know
so
in like vitamins.
Energy too, or like where does the?
Well, you gotta think about it. Like when you eat healthy, don't you have more energy?
Yeah.
So it's like you're getting your vegetables.
Yeah, that makes sense. I realized about a year ago that like I don't drink coffee super consistently, or I used to not drink coffee super consistently.
You definitely do now.
I definitely do now. Like this is my second cup today, which is embarrassing because I'm not a like I'm on my third cup because I think that's like
those people are insane.
But that became such a big like I think like Gen X and the millennials like made coffee like the butt of every joke, or not the butt. The punchline of every
You walk
joke.
into a TJ Maxx, like, and it's all it is.
Don't talk to me till I've had my coffee.
Yeah, or
bro.
And Live, Laugh, Love, and you know, like
in college, I had that shit all over my apartment.
Like, ironically.
Oh yeah, bro, I loved it. I go to the Goodwill, and we're in Central Texas.
Yeah,
so shit's everywhere, dog.
Yeah, you're in the.
I go.
Is
to
it like called the Bible Belt?
Yeah, exactly. And so I'd go to the Goodwill with some of my roommates, and we would just buy like whatever they had, like. Hanging above my bed for 2 years in college were just 3 like stock photos of a father and his son, because for some reason they just had 3 frames with the same stock image.
So you're like, hell yeah.
So this is going above my bed. so I would just wake up and the wall was right here. So I just wake up and I'd be like, good morning. And I just, I just carry on with my day. And I remember when I started dating Savannah, she didn't ask about it for like months. And she thought that it was a photo of me and my dad.
No way.
And like,
did they remotely look like you?
No, nothing like us. But she was just kind of under the impression of like, oh yeah, like I don't think she looked at it hard. Was the thing.
Well, yeah, she just kind of.
Yeah. Like it was there and she acknowledged it. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, like we went so hard in college. It was so much fun. We had this, Impractical Jokers.
Yeah.
Sal Vulcano.
Yeah.
You know that one photo they have of Sal where it's like an old picture and he's really young and he's like in front of a brick wall, and it's just like and they just like include it in some things for some reason. All right, let me find it. But basically I went to Sam's Club and I printed out like the largest poster that they had of this image. Wait, why is Google make me sign in? And yeah, it's this photo of Sal. And so
you printed that.
And so, bro, I printed it out like as big as I could, and then we put it on the back of our bathroom door that all of our guests used.
Hell
and so, bro, it was just like we took so much pride in having such a shitty apartment. We had at one point like we were each paying $250 a month to live there.
No way.
Yeah. Like it was insane. We had a balcony, and I had these 2 gallons of milk that expired like March 13th of 2020, and I had to quarantine for like 2 weeks outside of the apartment when I got back from Europe when COVID hit, and the milk was expired and everyone else was gone. And so what I would typically do is like I would just put stuff out of the kitchen onto the balcony, and then I'd pick it up and take it down to the dumpster. And somehow the milk just got left there for like a month. Like I just never touched it. And so then I'm like, I'm gonna leave it here till I graduate. So
like now it's like
I left that chocolate milk and that like 2% milk on our balcony for like 2 years. and that shit stunk so bad.
Dude, that is ridiculous.
And it was crazy because like the chocolate milk literally just like it totally separated. All the chocolate, chocolate like either went to the top or the bottom.
Was the bottom like clear?
Yes, and the bottom was perfectly clear. It was like I don't know how that happened. Is that like clarified milk? Is that a thing?
Isn't it like osmosis or something?
I don't know.
Like,
Yeah, but yeah, coffee.
Yeah, I don't.
That's how we got here. Yes, you don't drink coffee.
Yeah, but when I did, okay, so we were talking about Dunkin'. Okay, so when I was drinking coffee, I used to love the Thin Mint iced coffee.
Wow.
Like latte, Thin Mint latte, iced Thin Mint latte.
Okay, there we go. It took a while to get
there. And I would just house that shit. Like that's the only time in my life. Like I used to love coffee. I used to make like Chemexes and shit. Like I got like into it.
Yeah, like you strike me as one of those kind of guys. You have the potential to be so many different things in my head. like
that's like kind of a backhanded compliment.
No, it's not. No, it's not what I mean. I don't mean like you really.
You could be good.
Greatness awaits you.
Yeah.
No, it's just like, it's more like I think you are such like a neutral guy in so many ways, but when you do go one direction, it's like fucking crazy.
Yeah, I'm a particular person.
Exactly.
Like
exactly.
If I'm gonna do something, I want to do it. Like,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
So like, I started drinking coffee when I was like working at fucking Amazon.
You worked at Amazon
for like 3 weeks.
How was that?
Terrible.
Okay.
I'll have to tell the story of my last day.
Yeah.
One of these days.
Okay. Please do.
It's a hilarious story. What was I saying? Oh, so I was like, I need to drink coffee because like I was working crazy hours.
Yeah.
Not like a lot of hours, just like at odd times.
Yeah.
Because I was in school.
Right.
And I like, so I started out just drinking like the coffee and like in the free coffee in the like in the workroom.
Yeah.
And so I started like, okay, like coffee's not that bad, and like I started putting creamer in, and then I got my own coffee. I got that like donut shop.
Yeah.
Like my roommate had a Keurig, so I got the donut shop, sweet and creamy.
Oh, sweet and creamy.
Yeah, dude. Have you ever had that?
I haven't.
It is straight milk. Like now that I I progressed in the matter of a year.
Wait. You mean like out of the K cup?
Yeah.
It's not like black coffee.
No.
How do they do that?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
It's fire or like
scary,
I would think it's nasty now.
It's kind of scary.
But I mean, from anybody that knew me from that period of time, like if you could ask them and they'd be like, yeah, like within a year he was like a coffee connoisseur. Like
wow.
I like loved it.
Wow.
And I like it was just fun. Yeah. Like I had all the like I still have some of the shit to like make cool coffee.
Yeah.
But no, anyway, I stopped drinking and I really still miss those Dunkin' Donut. Like even after I like got into the bougie, the high class coffee, I'm like, damn, this is
elite.
good coffee.
It's just elite.
I'm like, the Thin Mint Dunkin' latte though, still gas.
I didn't even know is it like a seasonal thing or is that just like a?
It might have been.
Yeah, because so there was a Dunkin' by my high school, and that's when I really got into Dunkin'.
So you could drink coffee in high school?
I didn't drink it regularly. I drank it for fun.
I feel like my mom was like low key, like so nobody drank coffee in my house.
Okay.
But like my mom was also like she never told me I couldn't have coffee, but I'm just like, it's almost like I didn't. I was scared she might say like, oh, you can't. Like, you're in high school. You shouldn't be drinking coffee.
Yeah, of course. Were you the type of kid who just like always tried to do everything right? Or
no.
Really?
No.
But for coffee, you're like, I cannot upset my mother. Like
I never wanted to upset my mom.
At
but
no cost can she even suggest to me that I'm doing something wrong.
I guess like because I was raised, nobody in my house drank coffee, so I was just like, if something's never around, you're never gonna try it.
That's fair.
But anyway,
I don't know about that. Like if something's never around, you're never gonna try it. Because I feel like,
give me an example.
I don't know. I mean, like, basically, so my parents didn't cook, and so I was raised on like Chef Boyardee and like ravioli, and like my mom's like signature dish was a melted Munster, which was toast.
Sounds gas.
A slice of Munster cheese, and then a little tomato in the top with like a little bit of like some kind of like a spice, and that was it, bro. And
cheese and tomato.
Literally it. But there wasn't another piece of bread on top. It was like an open-faced bread.
So it was like a.
It was like a melt, but without another piece of bread on it.
I was trying to think of something like based off like Benedict, because those have no tops.
Yeah, I don't.
They're also called that because of the Hollandaise.
Yeah, because the Hollandaise sauce. I was like, okay.
Sorry, we had egg Benedicts for breakfast, and they were so good.
The egg Benny changed me, bro. There's a spot in Detroit. No, it's not in Detroit. It's in Grosse Pointe. Their eggs Benedict is unreal. Like, it's so good.
I never order eggs Benedict.
Why not? I mean, typically it's too expensive.
I actually don't like eggs
for me.
that much.
Fascinating. So then, why'd you like the eggs Benedict?
Because we're at a 5-star hotel,
That's
so
fair.
I thought it was gonna be good.
That's fair. Wait, so did you like it today or did you not?
Yeah, it was great.
Okay.
I got the veggie one.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. I don't like cooked spinach that much.
Really?
And if it's with other vegetables, but when it's all slimy and shit alone.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
No,
it's kind of gross.
That.
It's kind of gross. But yeah, like so I was raised in like a very white neighborhood, right? Not a lot of like ethnic food around me.
Okay.
But then all of a sudden, like being in a place where it was like readily offered and like available, I was like curious and scared. But then when I had it, I'm like, oh my God, I've been missing all of this.
Yeah.
And I think too, like just seeing a lot of people who were raised very, very conservatively Christian and were like afraid to talk to people of the opposite gender in high school and then go to college and they just fucking lose their minds.
Yeah.
But there's this thing of like, when you raise people in like such a bubble,
oh, for sure,
the moment they step out of that,
they go crazy.
It's almost like they can't physically understand it in the same way that I didn't drink till I was 21. And
wow.
Yeah, like at all.
What the hell did you do? Like, no offense, but what the hell did you do in college?
I was a religion major. I was like,
that's
bro,
fair.
I was.
So like,
just so you can understand where I was as a person 2 years ago, I was taking this girl on dates who I really liked and wanted to date really bad. But the culture there was like, you got to go on a few dates first. Like, you got to like have like a DTR. Are you familiar with that? A define the relationship talk, you know, like the big pastor in Waco, who I now think is a total asshole. He had like a method, and people in Waco just started to follow this method like crazy.
This is insane to me.
And it was like the guy asks a woman on a date, like a clear, like it's not like a, hey, let's hang out, because that's not honoring to her. It's like, hey, like I want to take you on a date. I want to get to know you better.
Okay, so pause.
Yes.
What if, because this was my move when I was single in college.
Yeah.
It was at a bar.
Yeah.
So I was drinking.
Right.
And I'd be like, "Do you want to go get tacos tomorrow?"
Yeah.
Would that suffice?
No. You have to use the word date.
Okay.
And also, I think he'd probably say that if you're meeting a woman at a bar, she's not the woman you want to be going on a date with.
She could say that about me though. So.
Yeah, no, exactly. And so I think he'd just say that to both of you. I'm like, this is a bad idea. But yeah, so basically, so I was going on dates with this girl. I was telling her from the jump, I do not want to be in a relationship until after spring break, and this is like February, and spring break was in March, because I had told myself that I'm like, I can't be in a relationship.
But what are you doing on spring break if you're not drinking?
I went on mission trips typically. That's
so
where I was.
Why didn't you want to be in a relationship?
Well, it was more just like I need to grow and focus on the Lord.
So is that like how negative I think that I'm like, oh, the only reason someone wouldn't want a girlfriend is so they could go just.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to spend more time with God.
Are you like legitimately?
I'm not joking.
I'm
not joking.
I think I've just been like,
bro, like
I've been like sucked into like culture of like, how do I put this? Like I've been like, I'm just like, oh, everybody's just like a sex addict.
Nah, bro. I mean, like a lot of people are sex addicts, and a lot of people use the guise of Christianity to hide that. But for me personally, like I was very just like, I just want to serve. Like I went to college knowing I'm getting a degree in something that will pay me nothing.
Damn.
And so basically, like every spring break up until my freshman, sophomore, and junior year, I spent on mission trips. So I spent the first 2 in Guatemala working with the basketball ministry, and I spent the third one in Ukraine working with the basketball ministry, and that's when COVID hit.
Wow.
And I spent spring break. I actually don't know what I did in spring break of my senior year. What did I do during spring break? I don't think it was anything bad. Bad.
It was probably good.
Objectively. Yeah, no, but I don't think I
mean-
served anymore because I wasn't in the church at that point. But
That's crazy.
wait, that's actually kind of scary. I don't remember that. Hold on.
It was COVID, so there wasn't a spring break.
Yeah, but I was in Texas, so everything opened in May of 2020.
Oh.
Like,
So, okay, talk to me about at Baylor, like as an undergrad school, do people not party?
no, people for sure party, and I began to party after I graduated because I'm like, oh, I really missed a lot. Like, this would have been really fun. What did I do during? Okay, I really don't. I have no documentation of spring break. That's crazy. But yeah, so like, so they for sure party a lot, but there's also a very large sect of people who do not
Yeah.
party, but then ultimately end up partying, because it's like it's
Like you were saying, like that bubble. Like
L-
when you leave that bubble.
bro, like myself, because I was back to that story with that girl.
Oh, sorry.
Just no. Just because this gives you an example of like what I was actually like. This is a girl who I had liked for like a long time, and we had been going on dates for like 2 months. 2 months. 2 months we had been talking.
And these dates
We'd
are
been
like going out
hanging
to
out.
dinner.
Yeah, like going out to dinner, like going out to a movie, like just like normal date shit.
Right.
Like hanging out like at my apartment or something like that. And not touching. To the point where we went to a concert in Austin, which is like an hour and a half drive from Waco. And at the end of the concert, we held hands on the way back to the car. And I held that woman's hand the whole drive back.
Pause.
And then the next day,
Oh, we didn't let go.
and then the next day was like, I think we're moving too fast.
You said that?
Yeah, bro. I remember I picked her up at like 9 p.m. and I'm like, I actually got to talk to you about something. And then we just like drove around Waco, and then we pulled in front of the suspension bridge, which is like our only like iconic spot. And I'm like, I just really feel like the physical aspect of our relationship just can't move faster than the emotional aspect of a relationship. And you're not my girlfriend yet. And so I just don't really feel like we can, you know,
Wow.
like we can be at the spot yet. And I cannot believe that I actually did that. Like it
I was
it's
because like
just,
I
Bro,
don't know what to.
it is unreal how like sheltered I was in the church, and I was locked in this paradigm of like, there is one way to do this.
Yeah.
Because that pastor that I mentioned got an audience because everything for him was so black and white. Like, it was like, oh, you don't believe that Jonah was actually swallowed by a whale? Then you can't believe that Jesus like resurrected. You're not a Christian. And like, he had no formal education. So he was just kind of like taking stuff out of his ass,
Yeah.
but people ate it up. And he had like a huge platform. Like, he's a huge, I think like his podcast is like number 3 on the Christian charts.
We'll have to get him on.
Yeah, bro. You know Girl Defined?
Yeah.
They had him on.
Well, he's our first guy.
Yeah, bro. Jonathan Bacluda. We're gonna get you out here. Yeah, so
Damn.
yeah, and so that was just kind of the culture. And so then getting to the league and getting comfortable in Detroit. So taking that amount of shelteredness, and then moving to a new city when I was like 23, 22. And then being in a city where the only thing you can really do in the winter is drink. And then being flung into NBA Summer League in Las Vegas for 2 weeks, going to every NBA event at every club where it's just an open bar. As I had only been drinking alcohol for like a year,
Yeah.
bro, that shit was like insane. Like I view this past summer as what I should have experienced my freshman year of college.
Really?
Yes.
That's crazy. I think that, see, like, that's like from what I know, like I'm not surprised by going everywhere and there being drinks everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
wild to me that you're on the other side of being like you didn't drink.
No, bro.
And like, but so much of the world, especially as an adult,
Yeah.
like working just in
Yeah.
like normal
Yeah.
like communities or
Right,
whatever, it's just
exactly.
all drinking.
Bro, I
like
know.
you just get like, it's not even like in a bad way though.
No.
Also, it's
No,
just, like,
exactly. It's
You go
just,
somewhere
like-
and like you just have a beer with somebody, or you have a glass of wine. Like
it's just
it's
normalized.
not all negative.
No, and that's the thing is that like I think that something that I've learned being in the league has just been like things that I thought were insane and lofty and crazy and like objectively bad, like they're just such a normal part of life for so many people that like they don't even see it like that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't impact them like that. But when you go into it thinking like, oh my God, like going to a nightclub is like evil. Like going to a frat party is like evil. Like that's what I thought. Like I didn't go to a frat party till after I graduated Baylor.
Damn, so you're just like, that's actually hilarious.
Bro, like we have this bar in Waco called Scruffs. And it's like the shittiest, like crustiest, like old college bar you can think of. No, the best.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a pit of like sin, bro. I'm like, I'll never go there. But like,
so I went to the pit of sin in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
3 times a week,
bro. And you know what's crazy though is that like now we're in the same conference.
Yeah.
Cincy and Baylor, and so like
that's crazy.
So like
the people in Cincinnati are,
bro,
like just a raw person. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're just getting. And that's most of the Midwest.
You're getting
like,
Ohio at its finest.
Specifically, the people that go to University of Cincinnati,
Yeah.
they are just a raw person that just likes to have a good time, and like they just kind of don't give a flying shit about anything.
Yeah.
But their football team winning, can they get into the bar with their fake ID? And that's about it. Not school. You know,
I mean, I feel like Waco is so different because it's just like Baylor is a very like because I had never been to Texas before I visited Baylor. I didn't understand like the politics of Texas or like how things work with like colleges, but college in Texas is like everything. Like like in Michigan, you have like blue and green. You know, it's like that's it. But when you go down to Texas, it's like UT, A&M, Baylor, TCU, like all these different spots, and people hold their allegiances like so closely. And Baylor has the reputation of being like the rich, snooty school of all those. Outside of SMU,
I was gonna say
SMU is like
that's old money.
Yeah, SMU's old money. Baylor has a lot of old money too, but like SMU's like typical like Ralph
and it's in
Lauren
Dallas,
old money,
so
and it's in Dallas. It's like, and it's in the nicest neighborhood in Dallas.
Right.
Like it's like insane, but Baylor has the reputation of like being like a school for like smart rich kids.
Yeah, and Christians.
Yeah, exactly, and Christians and Chip and Joanna Gaines. And so basically, like I didn't realize that. I got a good scholarship, which is why I went. Baylor was not on my radar at all until they gave me a scholarship. I'm like, oh shoot, like I can't turn that down. But like, where was I going with this story? I just totally blanked on this.
Just Baylor.
What were we talking about? Yeah.
How Baylor and Cincinnati.
Yeah, and
like,
so
it's their opposite.
Yeah, and so like Waco's different because Waco is like a city that in the same way as Detroit, like it needs another 5-10 years to like actually kind of like be where it should be.
Right.
But
and I would say Cincinnati, like just moving from there is like is on the other end of that where like they've almost hit that 10 years.
Oh yeah,
where, like,
interesting.
I want to say shit's gonna be popping off in Cincinnati, but like I think like it's kind of like the peak. Of like
I've only heard good things.
Like things have like there's I don't want to say gentrification. Because like that comes off negatively.
Right,
but there's like a lot of like positive versions of that. That like the office I worked at was in an area that like people didn't go to.
Right.
Even when I first moved there. To Cincinnati.
Yeah.
So. Like Cincinnati is like on the other end of that, but yeah, the people there are just never gonna change.
Interesting.
It's not very artistic in Cincinnati.
Yeah, I mean like Waco's the same way. But picture a Detroit, and then you put a bunch of people from like Ann Arbor in it, and you like make them live there. That's what's so weird about it is that it was the city that like has like not a lot to offer, but you have all these like rich like Austin, Houston. Dallas kids there, and so it was just like really weird kind of dichotomy of like shitty but so nice. Like it's like shitty frat houses with a bunch of like ranges, like, you know, just all parked out front. Like 4Runners were everywhere. I wanted a Toyota 4Runner so bad when I was in college. I was like, that is the nicest car a person can own.
Yeah, it is a pretty nice car.
I mean, it's a nice car.
I think it's like I would take a 4Runner.
Oh, I mean, I would take a 4Runner as well if it's being offered to me.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna pay the like 40 or 50, whatever
they
it is for.
overpriced.
There's so much money, and they're not even like all that nice anymore. Like
No.
I think they peaked in like 2016, 17, and then like just the design principles just kind of dropped. You know, I'm a big automotive
I gotta piss.
designer.
Anyway, welcome to. That was the first episode.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, right. I mean, like, I think it was great.
Yeah.
Unless we have like a problem, but I don't think we have a problem. I think we're
Why
vibing.
would we have a problem?
I don't know, like maybe the SD card didn't read or something. Or
Oh
like,
yeah, unless we have a problem.
maybe I forgot to press record.
Um,
Bro, imagine.
we could have this though.
That's true.
No.
That'd be funny though. Crazy.
But yeah, it's episode 1
Episode 1. That's wild.
of
The Boys Who Cry pod.
Boys Who Cry.
There is another podcast called Boys Who Cry, but it's been inactive for like years. So when I was because when I was trying to figure out a name, I was literally just searching like everything with pod. Like I think one idea.
So you're
I
just
had-
telling everybody our creative process.
Yeah, effectively. You know, I'm just a no gatekeeping kind of guy.
Fuck, yeah, fuck
So you know. So at first I was thinking the Art Hose podcast, but I figured we wouldn't really be talking about art, so it just wouldn't really make sense. I might make my own podcast on the side and just like.
I mean, you could
interview
talk about
artistic people.
But
Yeah. But I'm saying like
you're saying I'm not good enough, or
no. I'm saying that to me,
it's niched.
yeah, it's too niched for what we would be doing. And I'm like, we're just kind of vibing, and Boys Who Cry has no affiliation with any genre of podcast outside of just sadness and deprivation.
Yeah.
I mean, but it could be like a happy cry too.
No,
you know?
that's what
we could just be laughing.
Well, I mean,
Bro.
that happened today.
Listen, when I designed this logo, what if I just put the laughy emoji? The laughy. What if I put just like the laughing emoji with like a bunch of like motion blur to make it all like, you know, deep fried,
Yeah.
and just like have it somehow fit the aesthetic of like that like
I trust whatever you
90s kind of vibe, just to like, you know, just to show that like we're happy guys, you know.
No, yeah.
Yeah, are we gonna include our face on the thing too, like
On the
on actual? No, I don't think we should.
on the cover art,
Yeah,
no.
no. Okay, cool. Yeah, right, bro. Cover art. That's
we can't tell you much what it's gonna be.
right.
It doesn't really matter.
It's kind of vibes, honestly. Like, I mean, I think just like
Trademark that. Kind of vibe, honestly. It's kind of vibe.
I mean, I think it's just like it's just kind of fun to talk, especially doing what we do, and like me with YouTube and like Instagram and everything. Like it's just I think it's nice just to like talk like normal people for once.
For sure.
Not that like we don't get to talk like normal people normally.
So we talk all the time.
Yeah, bro, we talk
We talk too
all
much.
the time, bro. I wake up, say good morning. But yeah, like I don't know. I'm just kind of hyped just to rip.
Rip and riff. And
hyped to rip, bro. Just
you
rip
ripped
some-
ass earlier.
Rip some smelly toots. Yeah.
And anything else you want to get off your chest for?
I don't
before we wrap
know.
up? Episode 1.
I'm not too sure, honestly.
I hope I
mean,
was talking loud enough, to be honest.
I mean, you have the headphones on, so you should be able to.
Yeah, I should be
hear that,
monitoring
right?
my
Yeah, exactly.
but
You know that you video that Cody and Noah. I feel like we're just slowly devolving into that at the end of it. So like, yeah, bro,
Yeah.
you did rip one earlier. Yeah, I did rip some
It's
smelly
like-
toots.
But it's like, I like when you call me that name.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's the best, dude. I say fair enough,
Bro,
like all the
bro.
time, and it's from that video. Fair enough.
and the problem now is that when other people say fair enough, I'm not sure if they're referencing that or not. And then when I bring it up, they're like, what are you talking about? And I just
Yeah.
feel stupid. There's nothing to me
Worse.
that is more embarrassing than bringing up a reference from like niche internet
Yeah.
celebrities and the other people not also knowing them.
And how do other people not know him? Because they have 10 million subscribers,
Yeah.
or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's like, I always am like, oh, you don't. How do you not know about this YouTuber?
But like also
Like, people don't know about Mr. Beast still, and I'm like,
yeah. That's crazy to me because Mr. Beast like is everywhere now.
yeah, he's
Like-
in freaking Walmart.
Doesn't he have like?
He's chocolate in Walmart.
He's a chocolate.
He is. He's Mr. Beast chocolate, dude. My mom. No, hold up. My mom. Dude, my mom got So we're telling another story real quick. So at Christmas, my mom got my niece and my nephew tickets or like a season passes to Kings Island in Cincinnati.
Yeah. Of course.
And
Go Red Racer.
they have a so they have a ride called the Beast.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And so like my mom like she's a grandma, so she's like she gets these, she just prints off this sign like season passes to Kings Island, like she didn't even have them yet, right? But then she also got she wanted to get him gifts with it, so she got like a chocolate bar, and she got me chocolate bars, and they're Beast bars, and I'm like, Mom, you know who Mr. Beast is? And she's like, no, I did. This is the ride, the Beast. The kids like that ride. And my niece and nephew are both like, oh, Mr. Beast. Like, they know who Mr. Beast is.
Right, of course.
Which is, and like, my mom's like, oh, no, it was just way over her head. And she's like, it was just in Walmart. I'm like, that is insane.
Oh, my God. I didn't realize he had a chocolate.
Yeah. It's like a legit company, too. It's like the Nelk doing Happy Dad. Like the Nelk Boys.
No, I don't know who that is.
See, like, you don't know who the Nelk Boys are?
Who are the Nelk Boys?
Oh, my That's insane to me.
What do the Nelk Boys do?
The Nelk Boys, dude, this is going to be clipped. Describing the Nelk Boys to somebody that doesn't know. The Nelk Boys are, like they said, they started out doing a group of guys like our age.
Okay.
They started out doing pranks.
Okay.
And
the way you phrased that was, they started out doing a group of guys our age. And I was a little worried where this was going.
No, they currently are like a group of guys.
Okay.
Probably like a little bit older than us because they've been doing YouTube for like 10 years.
Yeah.
But now they're they've transitioned to being like, they do pranks still, but they also just like make party videos of like having like going to like live in Miami. You know, they're around celebrities all the time. They have a podcast. They had Donald Trump on their podcast. They've had some of the biggest names that are on. They've had what's his name? The football player, OJ. They had OJ on their
Simpson?
podcast. Yeah, and they straight up were like Kyle, like, so Kyle's the one that like started it.
Yeah, okay.
There's another guy that started it who's now off doing his own thing.
Okay.
Which actually I think you'd fuck with. I gotta send that shit to you.
Yeah.
But no, so Kyle's still in it, and Kyle's like, he's actually funny. Like I think all their content is just, it's cringe.
Yeah.
But he's kind of funny, and he's like, do you ever get like upset that they never found the killer? Like, he straight up said that in an interview, and he's like, and OJ's like, I'm not talking about that in this interview. And he just like, it was like, oh, I just like figured you'd be upset that they like never found the guy. I'm like, what the hell? Like, this is crazy. But anyway, yeah. So they have their own alcohol now. They have a seltzer that's like a White Claw, but it's called Happy Dad.
Oh.
I've never tried it yet.
Wait, I saw an ad for that recently.
So the fact that you saw that's crazy. The fact that you saw an ad before you even heard who they were.
I didn't realize that was like an influencer based thing.
Yeah, but like the thing about it, they did it smart where it's not like they.
Yeah.
Which Mr. B said he's trying to do too. Is like he's trying to make it completely separate. So it's like it lives on its own.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't have to be correlated.
That. Yeah, interesting.
It's like Chamberlain Coffee's kind of like that too.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I've never watched any of Emma Chamberlain's content.
Really?
Yeah, really.
I listen to her podcast sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
What does she talk about? Just like,
dude, she sits in it's badass. She just sits in her bed and just like talks about shit that like, it's pretty relatable being the same age as her.
yeah.
Like,
that's fair.
Like kind of a girl's perspective.
Yeah, interesting.
You know, she talks about everything. Like, in her titles are just like love, and then she'll just sit and talk about, or like breakups.
Whoa, interesting.
And then she'll just sit and talk.
Yeah, like
or like celebrity people's privacy. She'll just sit and talk about.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, like what blew her up? Like, what kind of content was she making?
Well, it's her YouTube videos.
Right.
So her YouTube videos, I don't watch consistently.
Yeah.
But I've seen, they're just like, she used to like straight up just like do the vlog like in the car out doing errands.
Interesting.
And then she like cook. I think those were like some of her most popular videos.
Okay, interesting.
It's like her cooking, and she's like funny as hell. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
So
right,
like
right.
so like just watching her was funny cooking because she like tried to do stuff from scratch.
Okay. Yeah.
And so it was always pretty entertaining. So I think that's like kind of like what blew her up.
Okay. It's cool.
But
that's so sick.
Why you
I don't know.
All right.
It's feeling kind of silly. Interesting.
But yeah, Nelk Boys. What even brought us on?
We were talking about how people don't know who Cody Ko and Noel are because how awkward it is when you make a reference.
Yeah, that sucks.
And someone doesn't get it, bro.
In summarization, that shit sucks.
That shit's ass. Yeah, respectfully.
Anyway, merch is going to be live.
Yeah. What?
Oh, dude, this shit just ended.
Oh shit.
Hopefully it recorded. Because it's just died, I guess.
Wait, what? Wasn't the battery like full when we started?
Well, we should put the memory card in to make sure it has some. I'm sure it.
Yeah, bro. Imagine if it did.
That was good. No, but anyway, this is episode 1, Boys Who Cry.
Episode 1, Boys Who Cry.
We will be back next week.
We will be back next week.
And that's all we can say.
That's all we can say. Maybe in a different city. As if we've talked about the city we're in yet. I don't think so.
Or in San Francisco.
Or in San Francisco.
That doesn't have to.
Maybe we'll be in a different city next week.
We might.
Who knows? We'll see.
But
man, it's been a blast.
It is fun.
So fun getting to know you.
Yeah.
You know?
It's the first time we've met.
I think we should do this again.
I put a Craigslist ad out if anybody wants to start a podcast.
Yeah. I responded as long as we don't touch until we're official. And so that's just kind of what led us here.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So after this podcast is out, we can touch. So stay tuned for that. No, but I appreciate y'all. Subscribe, I guess. I don't care.